Everything feels broken in the lives of everyday Canadians, but the good news is that we can fix it. We live in the greatest country in the world. Our country has overcome these difficulties before and has rebuilt and given new hope where before there was hurt. And there is a very clear path to achieving that result. And that is, let's start with the issue of money. Instead of spending more, let's achieve more. How do you do that? Why don't we cap government spending and cut waste? Bring in a dollar for dollar law that requires the government find $1 of savings for every new dollar of spending measures. That would force politicians to make the same either-or trade-offs when they spend our money as everyday Canadians make in their lives. When a family decides they're going to build a new porch, they might decide not to go on that vacation, or they might try to find a bargain on both. They might get a deal on a vacation and go to the local construction yard and get some discarded lumber in order to build that porch more affordably. Politicians and bureaucrats don't make those kinds of calculations because they don't have to. There is always more in the pot. They can tax more, borrow more, or print more. Now, that scarcity gets passed on to the taxpayer. Every creature in the universe has to live with scarcity. The great economist Thomas Sowell once said, the first law of economics is scarcity. There's always more demand than there is supply. The first law of politics, however, is to ignore the first law of economics, right? And that is what politicians do by simply putting that scarcity onto other people by driving up their costs and externalizing the consequences of spending decisions. If instead we force by law politicians to live with the same laws of scarcity as every other business, consumer, or taxpayer, then we would force better results. Politicians would need to go into their departments and ask themselves, if I want to increase spending on this initiative, where can I find the savings somewhere else? They would be incentivized to go line by line, year after year, to find low priority items in order to redirect the money to high priority results.